Hello and welcome to Backstage Buzz at the MAC, where you get the inside story and the art scene right from the people who make it all happen. I'm Diana Martinez, and I'm so happy to welcome back a few Backstage Buzz favorites who are here to give us a sneak peek of what's to come this summer and next season. Later on, I'll chat with Debbie Venezia, Director of Arts DuPage. She'll give us a scoop on what's happening all over DuPage County this summer. Then Kirk Muspratt will join me to talk about his plans for new Philharmonic 1920 season. But first, I'm so pleased to welcome Connie Canaday Howard. She is the Artistic Director of Buffalo Theatre Ensemble and the College Theatre Department, and she has a lot to share. Welcome, Connie.
Thank you.
So let's talk about what's first, Godspell, with a college theater.
Yes, we have just started rehearsals. We auditioned the end of April, and so we've just started rehearsals and are learning music and starting choreography, and it's a lot of fun.
And how many in the cast?
16.
Nice.
Yes.
And is it going to be traditional or?
You know, it's hard to talk about Godspell traditionally because it's been done so many different ways, but it's not tie-dye.
Okay.
If that's traditional. We're setting it in 2019.
Okay. So it's not traditional, it's modern day.
In an urban setting. It's a corner lot in a city that has been transformed into an urban garden and playground. And there's a band that arrives that's setting up for a summer festival, like noontime festival, and then the person gets a call, and we start the show with Prepare Ye. So, and so, you know, students on their way to class, or a mom coming back from daycare, or people on the way to the office, or the construction workers across the street become a part of the cast.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Now, did this all come out of your head?
Yeah. Well, I shouldn't say that. It came out of production team's head, but the germ of it, the germination of it was mine.
That's fun.
Yeah.
It's really fun. All right, let's talk about BTE.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that season. What do you have coming up?
It's a super exciting season. We're starting with Holmes and Watson by Jeffrey Hatcher, who's one of the country's most prolific playwrights. It was first produced 2 years ago at Arizona Theatre Company, and it is a continuation of the story of Sherlock Holmes. So it's 3 years after the Falls. And there have been, in the ensuing 3 years, there have been several people who've claimed to be Sherlock Holmes. And Watson has always been called on to either identify him or debunk it, and they've all been frauds. So he gets a call that there are, or gets a letter, that there are 3 people at a asylum who all claim to be Sherlock Holmes.
At a mental asylum?
Yes.
Oh my.
And so he travels to the asylum and meets with all 3. And every piece of the show is really twisting and turning, and lots of fun. It's a really good script. It's being directed by a former student from 3 decades ago.
Wow.
Who's an artistic director in Arizona, actually, of Stray Cat Theater. Ron May is coming back to direct for us. He was actually a part of Arizona Theatre Company staff when it was originally produced.
Oh, nice. So he's got a connection to it.
So we're really excited about it. We have 3 ensemble members in it. Norm Waddell is playing Watson, Robin Coffin is playing the matron, and Kurt Nabig is playing one of the Holmes.
Oh, it sounds
so,
good.
And just when you think you know the answer, then the answer evolves. So it's a really great script. It's not a spoof. There are lots of spoofs of Sherlock Holmes.
So this is a serious whodunit.
I mean, there's comedy in it, but it's a mystery.
Okay.
So so that's what we start with. And then in late January, early February, we open The Cake, which first premiered and continues to be rewritten, but it first premiered in 2017, July 1st, 2017, and has a production running right now at Manhattan Theatre Club that Lynn Meadow has directed with Deborah Jo Rupp in the title character.
That's interesting. This could become really on Broadway in a minute then, right?
Right. And when we applied for the rights and got the rights, we got the new script, which was just finished in March. So it's really exciting. It's set in North Carolina, which is where Becca Brunstetter is from, in Winston-Salem, and revolves around a few characters. It's a 4-character play, but it's set primarily, not entirely, but primarily in the bakery of a woman whose surrogate goddaughter, her best friend's daughter, who she knew growing up, has moved to New York, and her best friend died a few years ago. And the goddaughter comes back and asks her to bake her wedding cake. And she's very, very excited. It's going to happen in the fall. And then she learns that there are 2 brides. So there's a tension and evolution of thought amongst all of the characters. It's got tons of comedy in it, but ultimately it's talking about how do we reconcile when our beliefs don't really match everyone else's.
It's an important conversation right now. I think it's great. I think it's wonderful.
I think it is too. And we have some ensemble members in that. Lisa Dawn is playing the surrogate daughter. Brian Burke is playing the husband, who's a plumber. There's very funny things about that in the play of the baker, and I'm playing the baker.
You are?
I am, yes.
Well, you haven't told me that until right now.
Yes.
Awesome.
So, and then in the spring, we're doing Naperville by Matt Smart, who's originally from the county. He went to high school in Waubonsee, and has really become a pretty strong force in theater. It was first produced in 2014. It had a revival at Theater Wit downtown in 2016, and it's set in Naperville. It's set during one day at a Caribou Coffee in Naperville, and the central premise is an adult son is bringing his mom in, who's had an accident recently. It's her favorite place to go. It's her coffee spot, and so he's bringing her in after having been in the hospital. The accident has caused blindness. And so she's adapting to that, probably better than he is. He's back from Seattle. And at the Caribou, he runs into a woman that he went to high school with many years ago. And everybody's sort of in transition. And then another gentleman walks in who's a friend of Candace's, the woman who's gone blind. And the manager of the Caribou ends up being there for the entire day because somebody calls in off of the shift, and it's their first day, TC's first day at this Caribou. So it's really about how to adjust when change happens.
Right.
And that, there's a lot to be said for the community of people that supports you. So even when you don't know you're being supported.
What a great season.
It's a wonderful season. And
really
in that
strong
show, from the ensemble, we have Amelia Barrett playing Candace. And then we have Nick Dufloth playing Howard, her son. Becca Cox is playing Anne, that he went to high school with, and Robert Bailey is playing Roy, Candace's friend.
So this is a great season.
It is a great season.
I'm really looking forward to it. And tickets are on sale now.
Yes.
Subscriptions are on sale right now. So if you want the best seats and you don't want to hear sold out like some people are hearing right now, last show of the season, order your tickets. So don't miss College Theater's performance of Godspell this summer. Performances run July 5th through the 14th in the Playhouse Theater. For tickets or more information for either BTE or College Theater, please visit atthemac.org or call the box office at 630-942-4000. Be sure to stop by the Cleve Carney Art Gallery this summer to see the latest exhibition, Jose Guadalupe Posada, legendary printmaker of Mexico. Posada images captured all aspects of daily life in Mexico City from 1889 to 1913, directly inspiring artists like Frida Kahlo and Diego Rivera. Now, over 100 years later, he continues to impact countless artists who are creating the social movement imagery of today. Come see this exhibition of over 70 iconic pieces on display June 17th through September 13th. For more information, please visit clevecarneygallery.org. Arts DuPage is a county-wide arts council created to promote, advocate, and support the arts in DuPage County. Here to give us the scoop on some great things coming to our community this summer is Director of Arts DuPage, Debbie Venezia. Welcome, Debbie.
Thank you, Diane. I'm happy to be here.
So happy to have you. So, Debbie, can you tell everybody, what are you up to now? What is the Arts Council doing right now?
Okay, right now, I think our biggest achievement is our website, artsdupage.org. That was something that community members and the artists indicated that was needed. So what artsdupage.org is, it's an online resource for all things arts in DuPage County. So it's great for the community to find out, I can go to this site in one place. Oh, do I want to see a concert? Do I want to go to an exhibit? What's going on? And they can search it, you know, I want to see a play, I want to do this.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah, and currently we have over 400 events.
Wow.
And it's geared toward individuals, families, all different age levels, all different types of art. If you like real high art, if you like ballet and opera, that's on there. But if you like outdoor music and festivals, everything is on there. And I think a lot of times people are afraid of art. And I tell people, don't be afraid. It's out there. And you can go, bring a beer, go to some of these outdoor festivals, and you see a stage, you can get up and dance, you can have fun, or you could get all dressed up and put on your black tie and see something like a Salt Creek Ballet. I mean, it's wonderful, and we have so many different arts organizations.
How many do we have in DuPage County?
On our website right now, we have over 200 arts organizations, but that's only scratching the surface. There are so many more, and we're working to get the attention of the art community. We have this resource. They can post their events and their profiles, everything on the site. It's free for them. And then
Say that again.
It's free.
It's free.
Yeah.
So all artists should be on this website, and the whole community should be looking at this website because it's such a gift of a resource that the DuPage Foundation and Arts DuPage has given to the community. And I think what people don't realize is how much we have in this area.
They have no idea. And I've always been enmeshed in the arts. I'm amazed. Every day I go in and I'm like, how come I didn't know about this? And then I'll look and find people, or through word of mouth, people will contact me. We're always working to find those people, to bring them in, and then we also work to let the community know. We have, our social media specialist works continually to tell people, hey, we have this resource, go check it out, go look at it.
And you can follow it on Facebook as well, right?
Absolutely.
So that if something big is coming, if you're on Facebook, then you'll know.
Yeah,
right?
you'll get the announcements, and then again, we want these organizations to engage with us. If something special is going on, call me, tell me about it,
right.
And we will do the best we can. We can highlight you. I can send out an e-blast. We have a newsletter that I put together monthly to send to community members and people who indicate they're interested.
So anybody can get it?
Yeah, if you just go to artsdupage.org, you can sign in as a user. And you'll be on the mailing list. You'll give us your permission. We'll send you this newsletter, and we highlight all different events going on through the month. So we try to target different, interest levels.
Sure.
So it's not all going to focus on one activity. It'll be a series of things that they can go to.
What would you say this summer are some of the highlights?
Oh my gosh, there's so many things going on. And all right, so I'm the one that approves all the posts. I'm like, I want to go to that, I want to go to that, I want to go to that. So one of the main things I think is really interesting is the Sheldon Peck exhibit. Okay. And
where is that?
That's going to be in Lombard at the Sheldon Peck Homestead, which is near kind of the Lombard community pool. So it's like Gray Street and Parkside.
Okay.
If anybody's been around for a long time, I'm giving away my age, where Dog and Suds used to be.
Yes, I know exactly where that is.
Thank you. So it's in that area. It was a house that was built in 1839, I believe. Sheldon Peck lived there. Now, who's Sheldon Peck? Nobody knows. He was one of the first people to live in Lombard. It was called Cox Cove or something like that at the time when he moved in. He was an abolitionist, a radical abolitionist. He was a folk art painter. He had, he had this farm that he built this house on. He allowed the freedom seekers to come to his house, and he would put them on a wagon and bring them into Chicago and get them. So it's an actual stop on the Underground Railroad.
Wow.
So his history is just so interesting. But he was this wonderful folk art artist, and he would do these portraits. So the exhibit, I think it's June 4th. The exhibit starts June 4th. It'll run through the summer. So it's a number of portraits that are on loan from individuals and museums across the country. And it's right here, and you know, so go over there. In this house, this little tiny house, they tried to preserve
So
keep
it's the real house.
It's the house he lived in. It was also a schoolhouse at one time in Lombard. So
Wow.
the community is steeped in history. No one knows about that. And you know, this is one way to find out. Go there.
Now I want to go.
Stand
I'm
in
going
the
to go
house.
with you.
Yeah, and I'll go out.
Let's go.
Yeah, we'll crash it. We'll go on the first night. Yeah, because it's wonderful. And then each town and municipality has its own outdoor concerts.
Right.
And so on, you know, Tuesday nights you can go to Lisle, and on Thursday nights you can go to, you know, Addison and Downers Grove, and on Fridays
You can come here to the Lakeside Summer Series.
What a great series. And it's beautiful, especially here. You sit by the water and that gorgeous stage, and have all the food and everything. And it's like a festival. It doesn't cost you anything. All these things are free. So that's kind of on my target.
So Arts DuPage, I think when people hear arts, they're thinking paintings or something. You know, it's history, it's culture, it's art, it's music, it's dance, it's so many things.
It's like this global term.
Right.
And you know, and that's what I said. Sometimes people are afraid of the arts, or they you know, just have this natural like,
Right.
that's not me. And it's like,
Do you like
it
listening
is
to
you.
music? It is you.
Yeah.
You like looking at a
Go
picture?
there.
It's you.
Yeah, go to, you know, Parker's on Tuesday nights when they have the jazz music. WDCB radio. But there are so many things in the community. A lot of these restaurants even will feature the work of local artists. Local artists are dying to find places to exhibit their work. They have studios filled with art and no one sees it. So partnering with different, that's another thing that Arts DuPage tries to forge. Collaborations, working together, take this music group and have them present at, you know, this location, and then you pull two groups
Phenomenal.
together and you double your attendance, and then, you know, you want to reach everybody.
You're doing a great job.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thank you, Debbie. Thanks for coming on. For a comprehensive list of all these events and more, please visit artsdupage.org, your one-stop shop for cultural events and activities in DuPage County. The Lakeside Pavilion Summer Series is quickly approaching. Join us for one or more of these great free events. First up is the free movie series. This year we're screening Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse on July 11th and Disney Pixar's Coco on July 18th. The WDCB Jazz Series will feature Angel Melendez and the 9/11 Mambo Orchestra on July 25th. Chicago plays the Stones on August 1st. And the Joey DeFrancesco Trio on August 8th. Finally, our free concert series on Friday nights will include the Ides of March, starring Jim Peterick on July 12th. New Philharmonic on July 19th. Brass Transit comes on July 26th. The Greatest Piano Men will perform on August 2nd. And closing the season is the Magic of Motown on August 9th. For more details on the Lakeside Pavilion Summer Series, please visit atthemac.org. Kirk Muskrat is back to tell us what exciting things to expect for New Philharmonic this season. Welcome, Kirk.
Hi, Diana.
Hi, so first show, summer.
Summer, July 19th, Friday night, perfect weather, wonderful drinks, food, happiness, our mini Ravinia out at the lake.
And live broadcast.
Oh, live broadcasting.
Yes,
again.
sir, live
yes,
broadcast.
all over the universe.
All over the universe.
All over
And
the
you can watch it online. It'll
Yeah.
stream, so if you can't make it,
Right.
everybody better be watching.
And they do a wonderful job.
Don't they?
They do a great job. It's
Incredible. It's like watching a PBS special.
Like, it's fantastic.
It's the best.
Yeah.
That's this crew.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Oh my, they do a
These
really
guys-
good job.
Yes, they do. So then after summer, you open the season with?
Beethoven. It's Beethoven's 250th birthday next year. So
Are we going to have a cake? I want a cake then.
Okay, but 250 candles, we have to talk to the fire marshal. Okay, but yes, and we're going to do Beethoven Ninth Symphony, which is, you know, the iconic piece about peace on earth, about humanity, about mankind, about living together, those kinds of things. And we're also going to start, just to show about what our orchestra is about, the first piece on the program is going to be Beethoven's Egmont Overture with Matea High School, which is a wonderful high school, and our orchestra together. So it's like a night of togetherness and investing in young people and talking about the goodness of mankind.
Oh, I love that. So that's a side-by-side for the first number, and then
Beethoven 9 with full chorus, 4 soloists, everything, like, you know, amazing. Ode to Joy.
the choruses are amazing when
Yeah.
they come in. It just adds so much excitement,
does.
doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
I love that. All right, and then what's next?
So the next I would say is Jens. Jens Lindemann is a fantastic Canadian trumpet player. He went to band camp with me. Don't tell anybody, okay?
He did?
Yeah, he went to band camp. He was a star when he was like 10.
Well, wasn't he part of Canadian Brass?
He was the hot trumpet player in Canadian Brass for, I don't know, 12 years or something. Now he's in Hollywood just doing like studio stuff. And he's a really fun guy, and he's going to play the Artunian Trumpet Concerto. And we haven't had a trumpet concerto since I've been here. I hope all the brass kids and all the brass teachers and all the brass people come out. And we're also going to do a Wagner overture on that program, which we have not done here yet. And we're going to do Scheherazade, because people keep asking me for Scheherazade. And it is that fantastic piece about, of course, the intelligent woman who keeps tricking the Sultan night after night from the 1001 tales that she tells the Sultan every night so she doesn't get executed. And in that piece, Diana, as you know, there's an enormous violin part. And so Michelle, our unbelievable concertmaster, will be playing violin that night.
Oh, wow. That'll
Yeah.
be a beautiful show, too.
Yeah, I love telling the story of Scheherazade because the woman's so smart and she always tricks the Sultan every night.
Kirk.
Yeah.
Girls always trick the guy.
I know they do.
Just
Guys
so
are-
you know.
Guys are
Just
dumb.
so you know.
Guys are dumb. Yeah.
Newsflash. Girls always trick the guy.
So that's one of the reasons I love this story. It's like the Sultan thinks he's so cool and I'm going to chop your head off. And then she goes, well, and he goes, no, you know, it's really fun. After that is Nutcracker.
Holidays begin.
Yes, and you can tell us about, maybe I should ask you, tell us a little bit about Salt Creek.
So Salt Creek Ballet is a well-known ballet company here
Yeah.
in the suburbs. And I went and saw their production a couple years ago. And I was just mesmerized with how beautiful the costumes and the sets and the special effects. What I love about it is it's a classic production. And I think a lot of families are looking for that tradition, you know, to
Yes.
share with their children and their grandchildren, the real traditional Nutcracker. And paired with the orchestra, the new Philharmonic Orchestra, and this company, I don't think you're going to find anything better in the Chicagoland area. And so we're really excited to have a new company and fresh new costumes, fresh new sets, special
Yeah.
effects. I think it's going to be absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. Well, thank you for making that decision. It's wonderful. We need change always, and we need to keep things, just as you say, fresh and moving forward always with our orchestra. The next thing that happens in our season is New Year's Eve, which we have all 3 will be sold out, so buy your tickets now.
And they do get sold out.
They do
so
get sold
seriously, buy your tickets now.
Buy your tickets now. And it's a blast. And I am going to do the Radetzky March because the audience is going to assassinate me if I don't. I'm going to do the Blue Danube because the orchestra will the audience will assassinate me. And we have the most unbelievable soloist, Annie Rosen, who just she's a mezzo who just graduated from the Ryan Opera program, and she is just a ball of fire. I keep saying to people, as soon as she walks on the stage, that'll be it. I won't have to do anything for the rest. I can just stand there for the next, because she'll just take the concert over. She's a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous talent, and I'm looking forward to working with her.
And it's a great way to spend New Year's Eve because I think a lot of people might think like, well, I don't know classical music. This is all accessible.
Oh.
It's fun. It's exciting. It's majestic, and it's entertaining. It's extremely entertaining, and it's such a great way to spend New Year's Eve. I love the concert.
I do too.
I see it 3 times.
Yeah, you do. And like, for instance, Annie and I are talking about doing something from Annie, Get Your Gun.
Fun.
Because she's just the consummate actress, and will do serious things too, of course.
Well,
but
I vote
there'll
for that.
Yeah, but you know, there'll be everything from film music to traditional Viennese music to surprises. Can I just put it that way? After this, we have The Merry Widow, which is one of the two great operettas. It's nothing but humor, mix up, again, women tricking men.
See?
Dumb men, right? Dumb men, yeah. And really lovely romance, actually. It's heartbreaking at a certain point, just like in any good play. There's that heartbreak, and then everything unfolds, and everything's fine in the end. And it's a comedy. It's a romantic comedy. We're very lucky in that we have the parts from the Australian Opera Company in Sydney. I got them, and they're fantastic parts that make everything work. We've got great singers. Catherine Weber's coming, Jesse Donner's coming, and Elisa Jordheim is coming. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be like Fledermaus. It'll be fun. And then I have to tell you about Frida.
Thank you, Kirk.
Okay, so could you give us some context about the Frida so that I can then say about the concert a little bit?
So one of the most significant Frida Kahlo collections of original art is coming here to the Mackinac Art Center, and it'll be displayed in the Cleve Kearney Gallery, and we're going to take over the entire lobby of the Art Center. Outside even will be incorporated into a garden for one of the largest exhibitions in the last 40 years of Frida Kahlo art. 150 photos, original artwork. It's probably one of the most significant cultural experiences that is coming to DuPage County and has been to DuPage County. I think it's going to be magnificent. And I asked you, could you please do something with a new fill to celebrate this?
And when does that actually open, Diana?
May.
May. So in April, we're going to do an entire, there's like Revueltas, we're doing Night of the Mayas, we're doing Danzon of Marquet, we're going to do a tango mass, which is a mass, but it's a tango with full chorus. It's like gorgeous. And bandoneon, you know, the South American accordion. And we're even going to, it's not, I can't say it's entirely Mexican, because we're going to do bolero too, because people love bolero, and it's Hispanic. And of course, all that Hispanic influence that goes into Mexico is very important to their culture. So we're helping to hopefully kick off the whole Frida feeling and awareness in the city and at the college.
Thank you, Kirk.
Thank you, Diana.
Subscriptions are now on sale for New Philharmonic season. To subscribe, call 630-942-4000 or visit at the Mac box office. And don't miss your chance to see them this summer at the Mac Pavilion, or you can watch them streaming live online. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. We look forward to seeing you at the theater and next time on Backstage Buzz.